MeMe's kitchen. Well, y'all, we had a cool front to come through. And guess what? It is a cool 85 degrees. If you believe that's cool, then I got something I want to sell you. Today, we're going to make a wild rice casserole. And y'all, it is in the cookbook. It's on page 38. Now, where I got this recipe was at a family reunion. And let me tell you, a family reunion is a good place to get your recipes because everybody brings their favorite or their best dish. So you know what you're getting is going to be good. And at this particular one, I tasted this casserole. Oh, y'all, it was so good. And I thought, I have got to find out who made that. So I asked around. Well, nobody wanted to know who made it or didn't know who made it. Well, most things come in a disposable dish at a family reunion, but this particular one was in a nice casserole dish. So guess what? I knew they would go come back and claim that dish. So I just camped out just right there by that table until they came to claim their casserole dish, which was clean, by the way. And so I told her, I said, oh, I have got to have that recipe. So she said, well, I'll have to email it to you or text it to you. She said, because I really don't remember myself. And I said, well, it is delicious. I said, so send it to me right away. And she did. So it's one that we've enjoyed through the years. It has just been so good. So to start off, one of the first things that I'm going to do is to saute the onions that go in the casserole. So I have to, oh, and I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. I'm going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Yay! All right, so KK and I go saute these onions and we'll just be right back. Okay, y'all. I put about a tablespoon of butter in here and melted it, and so I'm going to saute this onion in it. Now, it calls for half a cup. I have a small onion that I cut up, so this is probably a little bit more, but I wanted to use all of it. So we just go slowly saute them until they become translucent, which really does not take very long. So then one of the next ingredients that it calls for is 2 cans of French style green beans, and they need to be drained. So let's go ahead and put them in our colander. Oh, y'all, when I say colander, I want to tell y'all something. I use a pie crust, and I called it colander. I didn't know how to pronounce it. I mean, you know, I'm Southern, y'all. And so I got 2 or 3 people that told me, and I appreciate it very much. You pronounce it colander, just like the colander you drain stuff in. So now I know one lady said, I've been eating those pies all my life. I'm from California. And I thought, okay, then I can say colander too. So we're going to drain these in the colander. All right? One of the first ingredients now that we're going to put into our pan to put everything else in it is this long grain and wild rice. Well, y'all, guess what? You can buy this like this, and you can cook it yourself. But you know what? They have come out with what they call ready rice. So if you want to skip that step, buy this. All you do is open it, put it in here, and you're ready to go. So you know how I'm about shortcuts. So this is going to be our shortcut, KK. So y'all don't have a heart attack here. So this rice is already cooked. Oh my goodness, that makes this casserole even that much simpler. Okay, y'all, I'm going to break this up so it'll be easier to work with when we add our other ingredients to it. Oh, y'all, this casserole is very good. I think you'll like it. Okay, we'll go get all of our ingredients now in this bowl. We've got 1 can of cream of celery soup. So let's get that in there, KK. Okay. 1 cup of mayonnaise. My favorite, Duke's. Woohoo. All right, let's put these green beans in there. They have been drained. This is a 4-ounce jar of diced pimentos. And I'm just going to put them right here in this little strainer. They really don't have that much liquid on them, as you can tell. It's not much, so it's probably not even hardly worth messing with. We'll put that in there. All right, this is 1 cup of shredded sharp cheese. Put that in there. Now, let's add our onion. See what translucent means, y'all? Can you see that? Okay. Put our onion. Ooh, y'all, onions smell so good when they are cooking. They taste good too. Okay, now let's just mix all these together. Oh, y'all, look, it's pretty too. The pimentos don't really add that much flavor, but they sure do add a lot of color. Just have to be sure that all of the ingredients are acquainted with one another before we put them in our pan. So, I think they look acquainted, don't you, KK?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now we're going to get ready to put this in the casserole dish. How easy was that? Now, y'all, you don't have to spray this or anything. We just get ready. Everything's all in one bowl. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look good? We're going to get it here in our casserole dish. We get it ready to put in the oven. Okie dokie. And you don't have to put any kind of topping or anything on this, y'all. It just stands on its own. Voila! Just a reminder, 350 degrees. And y'all, I have a lot of questions about why I say that so much. Because one of my first questions is always, what degree do you put the oven on? So listen, I'm saying it enough, y'all ought to get it. All right, we're putting that in there, KK. All right, I'm gonna set my timer on 25 minutes. This doesn't have to cook a long time, so, whoa. I got happy there. Okay. Okay, 25 minutes and we'll be back. Oh, y'all, doesn't that look so good? Look how it's bubbling around the side. We're going to let it cool just a little bit. And when it gets cool enough, we'll come back and we'll scoop some up and taste test it. Okay, y'all, I want you to look how creamy this is. And look how beautiful it is. Look at all the colors. That would just be so pretty with anything you serve it with, really. So I'll tell you what, let's put it to the real test. I'm going to test it, and then I'm going to get KK to test it, too. So, oh, y'all, it smells so good. It makes you hungry. Okay. It certainly suits my taste buds. This passed the taste test with me and with KK. It is delicious, and it's going to go good with just anything that you serve. Y'all, I hope you saw the video of me jumping off the rail on the dock. That was quite an escapade. Getting on the rail was probably one of the hardest things, but I'm going to tell y'all this. When I got up on that rail and I stood up and I looked down, that water looked a long way from me, and I thought, oh, my mercy, what have I got myself into? I did that, y'all, when I was 80 years old. Well, that was 4 years ago. And, but anyhow, we did it. Me and KK and Katrina. And so we jumped. I wish y'all could have seen, though, the funny part. And that was trying to get us all out of the water. The current was very swift, y'all. And we were all hanging on to each other. It was just like a train trying to get to the steps when we get up on the dock. So I certainly hope you saw it, because I'm going to tell you, there will not be an encore performance of that. I can assure you of that. Next year, the good Lord willing, if I'm still alive and I'm 85, we go think of something else for me to do. And it's certainly not going to be jumping in the water. So we'll just see. Y'all, thank you so much for all of your birthday wishes. Oh my goodness. Turning 84 wasn't near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I got greetings and cards from just about everywhere. And I just want to tell you this. I got one from Finland. I don't believe I've ever gotten a birthday card from Finland. That was quite a distance. And so it was a wonderful time. And I thank the Lord for every year that He has given me. I'd like to thank all of you for following, liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, everything across all the social media platforms. Oh, y'all, this is just so wonderful. And I have so many new friends. And speaking of new friends, I do have one in particular that I want to greet. His name is Colton. Hey, Colton, I hope you're having a great day today. And for the rest of you as well, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a good rest of the week. And everybody remember, shine for Jesus.